Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Chain Lords YouTube channel. My name is Michael. Today I've got Tom with me, and today we're going to go through and run down a few updates which we wanted to inform everyone about. Hey Tom, how are you going?
Yeah, good. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, hasn't it? It's happened in the market.
To say the least. I think everyone is feeling the pain a little bit. I think we're maybe starting to accept the fact that we might actually be in a bear market and may have already been there for 6 months, but yeah. Do you want to cover off on a little bit on that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Obviously, it was wild to see what happened with Luna and UST and that depegging, but not only in crypto, but you look about the legacy markets, and they're falling off a cliff at the moment with inflation running wild and whatnot. So let's actually just dive into it and have a look at how we're holding up, and maybe if I can share the screen, Michael, is that all right?
Yeah, go hard.
Yeah, if you can see the screen here. So you can sort of see, this is Bitcoin. You can see, let's actually have a look at it. So ever since the start of this year, or from our last peak, we're down 58% on Bitcoin, which is, that's pretty crazy. And then you look at the traditional markets. This is the NASDAQ. So, just those basket of tech companies, and even the NASDAQ, which is not supposed to be volatile at all. It's a traditional market, and that's down nearly 30%. This year, which is crazy to think about. So that's pretty unheard of just there. So you can just sort of see the turmoil that's happening there. But then you look at our price of glory, and this, I'm actually, it actually paints a really good narrative. I'm excited at this. You look at, just keep in mind the market's topped and started tanking from the start of the year. So the start of the year, from that time when everything else was tanking and dumping, our actual price, we actually went up 31% and set it a new all-time high. And then since then, from our all-time high, we've come back down 27%, which compared to the golden standard of Bitcoin is pretty palatable. And then from where we listed at the start of the year to where we are now, we're down 3%. So we've held off pretty well, and I think that's probably a testament to our community. But it's wild to say the least, that's for sure.
I think there's two main takeaways. One, this is not just a crypto event. Everything is melting down. And two, like you said, our community is really strong. And I think that's probably a good segue just to explain a little bit about who we are for those people that might be new here. So here at Chain Lords, we're a community, we're a DAO, and we're also a gaming guild. And so if you're not familiar with us, you can go to chainlords.io. You can follow us here on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter. You can go join our Discord. We're also on Instagram. And so essentially what we are is we are a gaming guild based out of the Asia Pacific region, mainly out of Indonesia and Australia. And we aim to be exactly that, what most of all those gaming guilds have been set up, but create such a strong community from such a diverse market. We've achieved a lot so far. We are only new, but we have achieved a lot. Do you maybe want to cover off on some of the achievements that we've already got to, Tom?
Yeah, cool. Let me take the screen again and go through that. So
I can maybe give us a bit of a rundown exactly about this. So in Q3 of last year, the main community sort of decided that this is what we wanted to achieve. And by there, we created the concept and all of our branding. It was all driven, like it says there, by market demand. We achieved some additional funding, sort of started building out the branding and the marketing. We did list our token. So our token is currently trading on the Polygon blockchain. So you can trade it on Uniswap and on QuickSwap and on SushiSwap, all on Polygon. We started acquiring our first initial assets for games. So we've got a bunch of Axie Infinity characters. We've got some Illuvium tokens. We plan on participating in the land sale. And we have a Star Atlas ship. We have a Calico Guardian. So for any of those Star Atlas fans out there, you'll know that it's a pretty decent sized ship. And we have a whole series of scholars waiting to be deployed. So we're in conversations with a few different other games as well about scholarship programs. So our community is large. We are connected with Indonesia's largest cryptocurrency channel. So for those who are new to the space and don't know much about us, we have been born out of one of Indonesia's largest crypto communities. So we've got a prime market position to really boom. But that leads us into, I guess, where to from here, because obviously market conditions have changed quite a bit. And so we're going to start preparing a little bit for that. And so maybe, Tom, we can start running through what the rest of our year looks like.
Yeah, perfect. So just a bit of a roadmap, for the rest of 2022. So we have got, we want to be listing on multiple centralized exchanges, and I think that's going to be a key to moving. We've got further VC raising. There's always conversation that's happening there. We're always looking at new game inclusions, and so we're really excited about. I've got meetings this afternoon. We've got meetings nearly every other day. Just
the hot space, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's really fleshing out, the really good games to make sure that our community's got access to those and early access. We've got token staking and a farming feature. Which our developers actually been working around the clock to be able to get that done.
It's nearly complete, isn't it?
It is. Should we show off you a little?
Should we do a few little screen grabs for those that are still watching? They can maybe get a little bit of alpha here.
Yeah. So you can sort of see here. You can see that, all right, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there'll be a dashboard where obviously you can connect your wallet and see what you're holding and whatnot. You'll be able to see what status you are with your shield. We've got our ranking system with our shields, depending on how much glory you're holding. Which is
glory
really cool.
being our native token for those that don't know. So how much glory you hold depends on what your rank is inside the organization.
Correct, and certain rankings will give you access to certain chat rooms, etc. And so you'll be able to see
perks.
that. Yep, correct. And then you'll be able to see. All the different APIs through all the different pools that we'll have our staking up and about, our farming up and about on, and then there'll just be basic one-sided staking as well with the glory token.
Looks pretty awesome. That slide just before, it kind of led into the last point here of what we're trying to achieve this year, and that's our multi-chain strategy.
Yes.
So we are the chain lords. And so we have a plan to go multi-chain right now, being on the Polygon chain, but soon to be on multiple different chains.
Yeah, we want to be agnostic to the fact that, there is amazing developers coming out with amazing games on lots of different networks. And so we want to make sure we are embedded in each of those networks. And so going multi-chain, I think, is going to be really, really important to that.
I think what it does is it shows the diversity of our community. So we've got so many people in our team who have a different opinion on their favorite blockchain. And so I have my own opinions. So do you. And we've got the full spectrum. So we've got some like Bitcoin maxis. We've got some ETH maxis. We've got some Solana fans. We've got some Polkadot fans. We've got some Cosmos fans. So we've kind of covered everyone within our organization to show that we will be blockchain agnostic. And I think it's important to have people from all the different communities because we are the chain lords. Like we're going to be across all the different blockchains and all the different metaverses.
Yeah, that's right. And a big part of getting across and being multi-chain is also utilizing a lot of their launch pads as well. So that's you can sort of see that as a roadmap for 2020 as well. That we've already launched on Polygon, but we want to make sure there's a lot of marketing that goes into launching on other chains and being a part of those big launch pads as well.
It's really exciting. There's lots going on, guys. So make sure that if you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell so you never miss anything. You can join us on Discord, Telegram, Instagram. Have I missed any? Twitter. And make sure you check back here regularly because we'll have many, many more updates coming out soon. Any last thoughts, Tom?
Look, I love working in this space because whether we're in a bear market, whether in a bull market, there's constant building that's happening. And it's really, really exciting just to see the development of everything that's taking place, and really excited for the rest of 2022.
And just the buzz of what's happening with crypto in this part of the world. There hasn't been much communication about it. And so for those that aren't aware, or if you're in the Northern Hemisphere or you're in Europe or America, don't forget the Asia Pacific region. There is a lot happening here. And if you want access to that, the Chain Lords is your community to be able to do that because we're on the ground, Asia Pacific. So come get involved.
Hey, great chatting, Michael.
As always, see you in the next one.